name is Olivia. I am an accountant, certified QuickBooks Pro advisor, as well as the owner of Profits and Books Bookkeeping. Today, we are going to talk about the most important people you need in your business if you want to thrive and grow. And my promise is always no fluff, no nonsense, practical and actionable. So let's start with the 5 people, the 5 key people you need in your business. But before I start, bear in mind that this is for established businesses. But if you are starting out, you should also watch the show to give you an idea of who you are, who you need in your corner to grow your business. The first one, and of course, and I'm not biased when I say this, it's an accountant or a bookkeeper. Because with the right accountant, you know your numbers. You can make sense of how much am I making? Am I spending? What's my biggest expenses? What's my smallest expense? Who are my biggest clients? So your accountant helps you to prepare the financial statements, to compile the reports so that you can have an overview and a financial picture of your business. And as an accountant, obviously, we are not very popular. People don't like us because we are always the one who reminds you that, listen, you don't have enough money to do that. You must reduce your spending. You can't take that much money out of the business. So basically, the right accountant becomes your financial conscience. The second one that you need, it goes hand in hand with accounting. It's taxes. You can make so much money and then lose it all. Or let me rephrase that, and then having to pay it all to taxes because you didn't get the right tax advice. Okay, how is this now? Okay. Sorry, I've just been told that the sound is not right. So I'm just going to try it to start all over again. And I do apologize. This is the nature of lives. Anything can happen. You can be prepared as much as you want to, but there's all the law of Murphy that says if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. So I do apologize, and I hope the sound now is much better. So let me start over again. I was talking about the 5 key people you need. It's actually more than 5. So you can just adjust the key people that you need to make your business to thrive and to grow. And this is for established businesses. But remember, even if you are just starting out, this show, it's also for you because it gives you an idea of where you want to move to and in which direction you want to go and the foundation that you need if you want to move in the circles of the big boys and girls. The first one you need, it's an accountant. I cannot begin to explain or even, describe to you the difference the right accountant can make to your business. The accountant, it's not about taking bank statements and capturing the numbers and monthly bookkeeping. It's way more than that. From your bookkeeping, right? It then moves into your management reports to be able to interpret those numbers. That is what the accountant does. We are also the financial conscience of the business because I'm the one who have to say to my clients, listen, you are taking too much money out of the business, or you still have not updated the asset register, or your biggest expense, you have to start curbing it. So your accountant is the one who keeps you, basically, I can say, in line. Remember in Empire, there was this scene where they were, it was Lucius and there were a bunch of other creative people around him, and they were running with ideas of how they are going to do a certain event, and what artists they are going to book, and the account, everyone was excited and happy and carried away, and the accountant was like, you don't have enough money to do this, there's no money to do this. So that is what we do. But a great accountant also sees the potentials, the potential of your business, where the leakages are, what you can do to save money, and how you can make more money in your business. So that is the role of accountants. The second one. And in some countries, the second person and the accountant, it's one, or they work, they have, but the important thing is they must work hand in hand. That is your tax advisor, the tax practitioner, or even your tax accountant. You cannot build any business without considering taxes. Because if you think the business is just about making money, you will be so badly disillusioned, shocked, disappointed, disheartened when you get your tax bill, because you must make provision. And together with the accountant and the tax advisor or the tax professional, then your books can be structured in such a way, legally, not cooking the books, legally, where you actually pay less taxes. So that's why your tax advisor or your tax professional, it is crucial if you want to grow your business. The third person you need, it's the financial advisor. But here I just need to caution. I am not a financial advisor, right? But even if I was a certified financial advisor, it doesn't mean that I'm the right person for you. When you choose a financial advisor for your business, shop around. Don't go to the first one that, don't just say yes to the first one. Speak to different financial advisors until you find one who connects with you, who understands your vision and the direction that you want to take your business. Because your financial advisor is there to help you with investments, whether short-term or long-term investments. They help you with your financial goals. They can identify in both your business and your personal life what you need to do to get the maximum returns so that you can get value for your money, so that you can build wealth that will last. So that is the third person, your financial advisor. The fourth one that you need, it's a mentor. To find a mentor, it's not something formal. It's not an application. Anyone can become your mentor. But the mentor must be someone you go to for advice. Someone who can give you an honest opinion of what you are doing good, what you are doing well, and the ones where you are a bit losing the track, or where you lose your focus. A mentor has been there. They've made all the mistakes. But what is key about a mentor? They must also take an interest in you. There must be a connection between you and your mentor, so that when they give you advice, it mustn't be generic, or it wasn't about like, I did it, it's not going to work. No, you must find a mentor who can look at your particular situation that you need advice and guidance on. And even though they might have tried a similar thing and it didn't work, they must still have that vision and that open-mindedness to tell you that this can work because of A, B, C, and D, but watch out for F, G, H, and I. So it must be someone who isn't biased, who doesn't feel insecure, it's not about them, but it must be about you. So bear that in mind when you look for a mentor. Okay, and it must be someone that you respect. But like I've said, anyone can become a mentor, and you can also get more than one mentor because we look at life through different lenses. Like one mentor can give you advice about financial decisions. Another one can give you advice about marketing decisions. Another one can give you advice about your employees. So, and the fifth one. Let's move on to the fifth one. Because now we live in a world where people like, I'm going to sue you. You need a legal advisor or a lawyer in your court. People are petty and they are vindictive. Years ago, when we were embroiled in an unnecessary legal case that could have been prevented, the advocate told us something and his words stayed with me. He said, if people were reasonable and we all can just sit down and have a conversation, lawyers and advocates would not be necessary. So, but unfortunately, we live in this world where people abuse the legal powers that they have or their deep pockets. So you need a lawyer in your court as well. But like I've said in the beginning, obviously, when you are an established business and you have a very good turnover, finding these people, these 5 key people, it won't be an issue to you. It will just be a case of looking for the right person. But if you are a small business and you're just starting out and you can't afford them, but get an accountant, get a bookkeeper, that's non-negotiable, right? But if you can't afford the rest, then what you can do is always personal development. Read a lot of information. Read stuff that will improve your knowledge, that will improve your skills, so that you can understand that even when you do go to a financial advisor, you have done your homework. Never put your power completely in someone else's hands. Do your own research and, go armed with the right information. Because I can have a very smooth tongue and say all the right things, but when it comes to delivering the actual job, you find, she didn't know anything. So know what questions to ask and know what information is key. So those are the key people. But of course, you also need other people that you can think of as your business grows. Like you need a marketing strategist. You need to understand how the marketing works, where to advertise. Sorry. Because you want your marketing to be in order. You can also get a business coach who can identify and say, look, this A, B, C, and D, it will coach you about how to run your business and look at the loopholes. Another thing, it's a financial manager. So the financial manager, sometimes even accountants double up as financial managers, who manages all your finances. But again, bear in mind, Even if you have an accountant, a tax professional in your corner, a financial manager, you must still keep your finger on the pulse. You will not believe how many people have all five of these people. They have a great team around them, but still the business does not survive because you cannot and you will not solely depend or rely on your team. You must be part of the team and you must know about the decisions that affect your business. I just want to end off that even though it's not part of the 5 crucial people that you need, but it is the part of the business that you need. And that it's employees, your workers, your staff, your personnel. If you don't take care of the people who work for you, then you can have the most powerful team around you and your business will not make it. Because if you have a happy employee, you have a happy person who serves a customer and who will be a good reflection of your business. And this is what many people, what they miss. Your business is nothing without your workers. You can only go so far alone. And yeah, your attitude might be, if they don't want to work here, they can go somewhere else. But think of the cost of how much does it cost to train a new person? How much does it cost? And the time that you lose when you have to train a new person. So do everything in your power to retain your staff, to treat them well and to value them. And if you have a problem person in your business, deal with it immediately. Don't leave it to another staff member to deal with it. It's your baby, it's your business. Because one rotten apple makes the whole bunch rotten. So deal with issues immediately when they come up. And then you will have a business that is thriving, that is flourishing. Because central to the key people that you must have in your corner, you are the center of it. You are the glue that holds it all together. And your responsibility and your role is to build, to commit, and to honor the responsibility that you have of running and having a business. So that, in a nutshell, are the key people that you have to focus on when you want to build a thriving business. If you are struggling with any of these, and if you want to find out how to move from where you are to where you want to be, please leave the comments below and let me know where you are in your journey. And if this video made disheartened you, or did you think that now you have something to work towards? But you can also reach out to me and we can have a wonderful conversation on how to grow your business. My name is Olivia. Thank you so much for watching, and let's build amazing businesses together.